Okay, another update, another time for me to talk about something Games Workshop related. And today on the docket, what we have is GW has released the new Combat Patrol boxes. Now, I kind of wanted to look through and see what's going to be in the combat boxes and give my opinion on whether or not it's going to be worth buying. Now, I'm going to take it from the angle that either you've already collected a good amount of the army or you're just starting off. And from those two angles, I think we can get a good estimation of whether or not these boxes are going to be worth it. So first and foremost, as we've been seeing throughout the entirety of this, of course, the Tau are leading the charge with the Combat Patrol box, as of course, the article says. So what do we get in this box? Now, what you get is you get a Ghost Keel, some drones to go with the Ghost Keel. You get a Fire Cadre. You get what looks like an Ethereal. And you get 3 Stealth Suits and 10 Fire Warriors, the new sculpts, right? Because I remember playing back in, what was it, 7th edition when they were just regular. I think they're called Breacher teams now. It looks like you have a new, what is that, a missile pod or drone that comes with the Fire Warriors, which is pretty cool. I haven't played them in a long time, nor have I really played against them. If you know 8th edition at all, they haven't been doing so hot as of late, right? In a lot of the wakes of updates and addition, bloat and creep, they've lost a bunch of keywords so they don't get a benefit from it, and every codex has just slowly but surely overshadowed them, right? Now, with of course a new codex coming out means they might be getting somewhere, right? As we know with the Tau Railgun. So this box, now if you are already collecting the army, a Ghost Keel, Fire Cadre, and Ethereal, the 3, like if you're already collecting the army, this isn't bad. It's not bad by any means, right? It's pretty decent, I would say. But for the person who wants to get into the army, I think this is actually a pretty decent box, right? Start collecting, you get your basic troop choice, comes with some drones, you get your homing beacon that comes with your stealth suit. So you get like an elite choice, if I recall. Stealth suits, they're elites or fast attack. One of the two, I can't remember. I also don't own the codex, so I can't go quick. I could, you know what? I can go quickly look. Okay, they are elites. They are elites. So you get your elite slot, and I think you get the Fire Cadre and the Ethereal are also, and then you get your troop choice, and I think the Ghost Keel, is that also elite? Wow, that's also an elite slot. Okay, so this thing is full of elites. You get some HQ choices, and then you get some troop choices. So overall, this is actually pretty decent, I would say. If you're starting off, you get some good units that would be decent, right? Of course, what I would tack onto this is another Fire Warriors box, or hell, even buying a second box wouldn't be a bad idea if you're starting off, right? At least in my opinion. So now we get into other boxes that have also been announced, and first on that roster is Grey Knights. So what do you get here? You get what looks like 5 of the regular kind of Marines. You get 5 of like the Terminators. You get the Baby Carrier, the Nemesis Dread Knight, and what looks like a librarian character of some sort. So again, if you're starting the army, this looks solid. This looks good. And if you've already collected for a little bit, it might not be the best choice, but it still seems solid. It seems good, right? Especially if these boxes are going to be kicking around the 120, 130 range. Canadian, mind you, Canadian, because we do live here in the land of maple syrup and giant mooses. So the Grey Knights, while again I don't play the army myself, as a friend of mine does collect them, and in getting his opinion, he says this is pretty decent, pretty solid, especially if you're starting the army. But if you already collect and played a little bit, it isn't going to hurt you, right? Another Nemesis Dread Knight isn't bad, and I haven't fully gone over the new codex, but I still think this is a solid box, which I can't say when we get to Thousand Suns. Now, I play Chaos. I play Death Guard. I love Nurgle. He's my boy, and I have a couple buddies who play Thousand Suns. Now, if any of you know anything about the Thousand Suns, part of the problem is any and every box set that they get is stuffed with Zangors like they're goddamn packing peanuts. And anybody I know that have Zangors only use them for Age of Sigmar. They never use them for 40k, or they used to, but I think with the new codex and how Thousand Suns work now, you really don't want or need Zangors. Now, you can use them as a bit of a screening unit, but you're a lot more resilient with your Terminators and your just regular Marines. So I could be wrong. I could be out to lunch on this. People who play Thousand Suns, I'd like to hear from you whether or not Zangors Zangors are good, or again, the packing peanuts that I feel that they are in every single Thousand Sun box set. Holy shit. Now, you also get 5 Terminators and the cool new character that comes with Thousand Sun. I love the new sculpt. Absolutely amazing. One of the best things GW has done in a long time. Love it. I think the rules for it are also pretty cool. Like overall, just good. I like it, right? The Terminators are just classic, right? Essential. So realistically, if you've already collect the army, you've already got enough Zangors. You don't need the box. If you're starting out the game, don't buy this. Realistically, you can probably find a better box set, but you're probably getting Zangors. The only thing is you might get less Zangors and more of something else. I think, was there a start collecting box that was better? So even the start collecting, right? You get Airmen, 10 Zangors, and 10 Rubik Marine. That is going to be cheaper and I think better, right? Because you don't get as many Zangors because you don't need them. Also, Airman is a beast of a unit. Just amazing. And if you're playing Thousand Suns, you almost always want Airman in your list, as far as I can tell. So if you're going to don't get this Combat Patrol box. Like, you get the cool new character. Awesome. I would love that. And can you buy him separate? I don't know if you can buy him separate. So I think they're trying to force you to buy one of the box sets that came out, which is the Thousand Sun versus Grey Knight box, or I think this Combat Patrol one, which is annoying, but it is what it is. The world we live in. Now, the third one, or the third of the others, is, of course, our Golden Boys, Adeptus Custodes. Now, this box, if you already collect the army, I don't think is a good purchase. Again, depending on the price, which I don't think we know yet. I could be wrong. As of uploading this video, of course. Yeah, so I don't think we know the price, but if they're anything like the past, they're going to be sitting that 120 to like 150 Canadian range, which is the 150 end is too much, and the 120 I feel is like a good place for it to be, right? Now for the Custodes, it comes with the Banner Bearer, which I think gives an Invon, gives a Feel No Pain, one of the two. He's good. He's solid regardless of either one that he gives. But I think the army has a mostly is Invon as is, so I think it's just a Feel No Pain. I could be wrong. The bikes, classic, solid, always a good choice. Comes with what seems a character here with a big sword, 3 bodyguards, and then 10 Sisters of Silence. Now, Sisters of Silence are cool. I like them fluff wise. I like what they do on the table, but I don't feel there's kind of enough psychic in the game, except for Thousand Suns, obviously, to really warrant having like a 10-man squad of sisters, right? Most Custodes players I know, which is 2 or 3, I haven't seen a single one run any Sisters of Silence, right? With the army being as tough and kind of small choice as it is, the sisters just aren't tough enough. Of course, they shut off psychic powers, which is dope, but they seem to be added to the Combat Patrol box, so you don't see like, oh, you only get what, 3, 6, 7. You only get like 12 miniatures or like 10 miniatures in the box to warrant the price. Oh, you get 18, so you get more. But if you're just starting to collect the army, it isn't a bad box to buy. It's not the worst choice. But if you're already collecting the army, there's no reason to buy this. There isn't, because you're going to get the sisters, you're never going to use them, or you're going to think you're going to use them and then just kind of be upset with the choice. As far as I've seen, overall, the choice for the Adeptus Custodes, I'd kind of just pass on it overall. Now, Genestealer Cults, I think, is the obvious best choice out of all of these boxes. Well, 32 minis, yes, but what you get in the box is the important part. So you get 5 Aberrants, which are awesome. I love Aberrants. Just their stats, the way they look, the fluff, the lore. Oh, I love Aberrants. Mind you, I'm a big I also like Tyranids a whole lot, so that might make some sense. Secondly, you get a vehicle, and I think you get what, 20 dudes? Yeah, you get like 20 dudes and then like 2 HQ choices, which is insane, right? Or at least an elite, an HQ, an elite, 20 dudes, 5 Aberrants, and like a truck. If you're starting the army, this is the box to buy. 1000%. This is a good place to be. As well as, like, even if you're already collecting the army, getting Aberrants, getting another vehicle, like, it's just a good value box overall. And again, depending on the price point, this is going to be it. This is going to be the box to get if you're starting off or even owning the army. And it's very interesting that, like, I feel Genestealer Cults is the runaway choice out of all 5 of these boxes. You can hum and haw about whether it's good or it's not, starting or not, but Genestealer Cults is definitely the choice to be right here. So this is a bit of a quickie, just me kind of going over these combat patrol boxes and seeing, if it's a good choice, if it's a bad choice. Of course, as always, I want to hear you in the comment. Talk to each other, talk to me. I might respond, we'll see. And with all that being said, tell me if you're excited. Tell me if you're interested. Is it a good choice? Is it a bad choice? Now, I hope you all have a good day, a good night, and a good week. With that being said, my name's Dredges. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. I already got a Tyranid army. I don't know if I want to start Genestealer cults. That'd be like that's a little too many models. That's too many models. I already got to finish up this boy, so I should probably not start another army.